Sajiv, the Federal Reserve has led the tightening charge during the past year. Do you see other central banks following?
Central bank action in 2019 will still be led by the US, where consensus is for another 3 hikes. What does that mean for the European Central Bank and the Bank of England? With Europe, I still think it will only be 1 rate hike. And with regards to the Bank of England, I think that's all dependent upon how our negotiations with Europe pan out.
What about the political situation in the US? How does that impact the asset class?
I think in regards to the political situation in US, the midterm elections were as expected. So from a positive point of view for fixed income, that fiscal stimulus is likely to be curtailed. So that's good for fixed income. But the more overriding issues that have dominated market sentiment with regards to trade wars will still be very much at the White House.
And should we worry about inflation returning?
Inflation is the dog that hasn't barked throughout the last 10 years that people have been expecting. And there are signs that inflation is picking up through wage growth and companies reporting great cost pressures. But I still think from a historical perspective, they are going to still look pretty tepid. So nothing from my point of view that makes me really concerned.
And if we look at the bond market more broadly, where are you seeing value?
When investing in the bond market, there are 3 areas: government bonds, investment grade or high quality bonds, and junk bonds. Actually, there is value now coming into government bonds. When we look at corporate bonds, that is again repriced in 2018. But the area of concern is very much for me on high yield.
What do you say to those who argue that the 30-year bond bull market is over?
With regards to the bond market being over or bull market being over, I think we need to step back and go, why have yields been so low? And there are 3 structural reasons: demographics, income inequality, and the amount of debt. That really hasn't gone away. So I'm very much still a bond bull.
Sajiv, thank you very much.
Thank you.